Hi everybody, it's Jamie with Jamie's Realistic Life. Today I'm sitting outside the doctor's office waiting on my husband to come out. We are having a big surge of COVID in this area, so there's only allowed one person in the room, so which is, no big deal. He's a big boy. He can take care of himself. I just wanted to jump on here today because a few days ago I got a really mean comment on one of my videos, which I deleted it because I didn't want anybody else to have to be subject to the nastiness of that comment. The comment was more or less telling me that I should close my Etsy shop because my products were not good enough. I should quit my YouTube channel because I don't do cash stuffings, only a coin challenge. Well, if you had ever watched my previous videos, you all would know that I did do cash stuffings regularly. And I was racking up the cash in my binders and my bank, and then it stopped. The only one I could do was the coin challenge. And for the new ones that are here, welcome. I really appreciate you stopping by and checking out my channel. So I'm going to give you a little background. My husband became disabled about 5 years ago due to diabetes, heart disease, and just a numerous amount of health issues. I worked 2 jobs to help us get through that time while he was waiting on his disability. If you ever applied for disability, you know it's hard to get. So for 2 whole years, I worked 2 jobs to help support the family while we waited. After he got his disability, I continued to work, but I dropped down to 1 job. For a long time, for 16 years, I was a volunteer emergency medical technician, and I worked for an ambulance company. At one time, I'd done 3 jobs. I volunteered for the volunteer fire department, which I did get paid for. I worked for an ambulance service, which I did work on the ambulance, and I also dispatched on the weekends. So at one time, I was doing 3 jobs. Recently, I had to quit my job, the one that I had that I really liked, because I have got degenerative disc disease in my lower back, which was causing so much pressure on my sciatic nerve, which was causing unbelievable pain, numbness, tingling, bee stinging sensations. So I had to quit, and I've recently signed up on my disability because the doctor said, hey, you're not going to be able to work anymore. You can't sit for longer than 5 minutes. You can't stand no longer than 5 minutes. And you really need to have surgery done as soon as possible, which I have elected not to. Because, of course, y'all know my husband had neck surgery. And it would be hard for me to try to take care of him if I'm down with my back. Thus comes the reason to why there is no money being saved or stuffed. It's been a rough night. This is a hard video for me to do because it just really, it hurt my feelings, which, it's okay. I'm a grown girl. I can get over this. So, I elected not to have the surgery done at this time because it would be hard, like I said, for me to take care of Philip if I'm down. So, I've debated, do I go ahead and shut the Etsy store down? Do I go ahead and delete my channel? I try to find ways to put out new videos, and there's just so much going on in my household right now that negativity is something that I don't need. I've tried not to cry, but it's hard, It's hard to go full force and all of a sudden be stopped. I've always worked 2 to 3 jobs at a time. And to finally come to a point to where I had to stop was very emotional to say. It's hard to come to that point. For the first time, this July has been the hardest month to try to pay bills and have groceries and put gas in the car. I can't tell you the last time that it had been this hard. And for somebody to get on there and be a negative Nancy and just absolutely not understand the situation that I had come to is just, it's hard to think that somebody could do something like that. And I'm sorry for crying, but I usually don't show emotions. But, as my YouTube family, you are my therapy, I should say. And I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to cry. You all have become like friends to me, even though we don't know each other personally. We sort of... I have lost sleep over this. I'm serious. I really have. So if you don't see videos from me for a while, this is the reason why. And I'm not the only one. If you all have watched Kenneth Budgets, he went through almost something exactly like I'm going through right now. And, it's just, it's unbelievable that people can be so cruel and not know the circumstances of to why you're trying to do the best that you can do. Right now we're in survival mode. It's just hard. So if y'all ever get a negative comment, try to overlook it, or I don't know. I'm not okay. Everybody says it's okay to not be okay. Well, I'm not okay right yet. I started my journey to try to become debt-free, and now it's like my journey has came to a sudden halt. And change, I've never done well with change, guys. I've never done well with change. I don't adjust great to change. And I don't know. So, I love you all so much. Y'all have been, oh, my biggest supporters. And I just wanted to let you know that if you don't see me for a little bit, just know that I'm watching your videos. And I'm there supporting you guys. So with that said, I'm going to jump off here and try to compose myself, put on my big girl panties, and go on with life. So with that said, y'all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you all later. And remember, keep smiling.